Good afternoon, Knox County. I'm Snow Beetle, and you're not. Welcome back to Project Zomboid. I will be streaming Zomboid until Build 42 comes out. And welcome back to another episode of DrunkOnLife Server Edition, episode 15 now. We've been mostly exploring Taylorsville. And now evading the infamous Officer Raccoon. He's been pretty busy trying to make his way, but in the meantime, we've been collecting faster cars and coming up with a plan to avoid law enforcement. So today, I think if we take a look at our skills, well, first we'll look at our info. We've been alive 5 days, 5 hours. Zombies killed 328. Crowbar is favorite weapon. We are a burglar class. Skills are still pretty low because we're so new, but long blunts coming along, long blades coming along. Maintenance is doing all right. Got to retrain all of our firearms training. But I was thinking of working on leveling mechanics and metalworking today. Kind of a laid-back stream instead of going out where all the action is all the time. I'll try to make it interesting, or at least maybe it'll be more for newer players looking for more understanding on leveling mechanics, leveling metalworking. And I always feel like I'm starting over every time, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing as far as like the best ways to do it. But we'll get back in that groove and figure it out. Maybe something will come up and we'll end up doing something else, but I think that's the plan right now. Saw Monterosa was on earlier. I don't think he's on now. He's okay. I just don't want to ignore him. Sometimes I don't realize he gets on and I totally go an entire stream without even saying hello. We're looking good there. Ooh, he cleaned up the yard and everything. Wow, so pretty. It's looking good, Monterosa. You are the base builder. Looks like he even fixed up the cruiser. Let's see. No, cruiser's about the same, I think, which is fine. It was in good condition when I logged out. It just looks shinier for some reason. Where did the Pontiac end up? It's not the Ghostbuster mobile, is it? It looks different. Ecto 1. Guess it's just a old Cadillac hearse. Oh, it's called a Meteor. I guess it is. It doesn't look the same to me. Maybe because it was so dirty before. I don't know. There it is. This could be our project car to get started. I think we also needed more metal. Oh, I didn't notice the interior. Look at those seats. That is awesome. I wish I could zoom in more. Okay. Let me roll down this window. Ah, yes, the first getting into a vehicle lag of every stream. Eventually. Alright, so let's roll down this window. Step out. Oh, those seats are so cool. I love this car even more now. I know it's Pontiac. I keep forgetting what it is exactly. '72 AMC Javelin. See, I've never heard of this car in real life. But 677 horsepower, it should book it. So, one thing we'll be looking at as we restore this, I may take out, I'll take out the rear seats and see how much it lightens it up. It's at 1270. We want it to be as light as possible. I don't know how much it affects it as far as speed. I know it does affect it though. We'll have to get pretty high skill level to increase the engine quality. That's okay. It is a sport, so it will be more difficult because even at a higher skill level, sport is the most difficult vehicle to repair. As far as like, if you do engine parts, you get less percentage restoration from each part than you would, say, a standard vehicle or even commercial. So as we plan for this, let's see what books and magazines we have available to us, and VHS tapes as well. I know we'll have all the mechanic books, so we're good there. And we have all, looks like we're missing metalworking 5, but that's okay. It'll be a while before we get there. And I know Monterosa told me where the VHS tapes are, but I forget, so I will have to find them. And since we're burglar, I'm going to have to read all these books too, or at least the performance one for restoring the javelin. Ah, yes, the bag. Okay, so how many car zones do we have? Did we pass them, or do we have none? They're not in alphabetical order, I guess. Or they are, and we have none. So Cook shows under T for the. So we have no car zone videos. Well, that's disappointing. I thought I found at least one. Maybe out in the trailer. I'm sure he would have brought them all in, but I'm going to check in case I was lazy and didn't put them away. It's in the roof rack. No tapes. Category. No tapes. No tapes. I think it'd be under VHS, so. Okay. I thought we had tapes. That was going to make it easier. I was going to say grind to like level 4 mechanics maybe, and then watch videos to get up a couple more levels, but we're not going to be able to do that. So first thing we'll do is read, well, first thing we'll do is eat something, have a smoke, and then read metalworking and mechanics 1 while I talk nonstop, hopefully. But welcome to the stream. Here to support, enjoy gameplay, and lurk. Lurk away, my friend. Lurk away. Alright, so we will grab Mechanics 1. And Metalworking 1. We'll also grab I guess we'll just read the performance one. No, we're going to need to read all 3 because we're going to be practicing on all different types of vehicles probably. I just noticed we have the Taylorsville map. Did we explore the whole thing yet? I don't even remember. 3 likes and 3 watching. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and read it anyway, see if it reveals anything new. Nope, that looks like all of it. So put that back. Read more of the maps later. Does it look different on here? Yeah, I guess it just revealed these shaded areas. A little bit more of the water. Okay, so Maybe if I go outside to read. Oh yeah, we gotta eat first. How's our weight looking? Dropping a little bit. Okay. Running out of birds. Actually, I don't know why I put it in here. I should put it in the oven. Oh, I thought I did too. And an eggplant and the corn. Zucchini. And if I lose some views because I'm doing a boring grind run, I totally get it. But it needs to be done. I noticed Officer Raccoon was starting to level up some skills. I thought, well, just in case, I better be ready. So I should at least be able to take care of my vehicle. Monteros has been doing an excellent job of taking care of them for me, but at the rate I keep trashing them, I should be able to at least do basic repairs, if not advanced repairs. Apparently someone did not clear an alarm on a watch. Cook faster. Alright. Let's make a roast. Actually, we have some pretty good options, but we can get more options if we make soup, so we'll do that. Abba says, sorry, bad signal, had to jump out and on again. No worries. Calling all zombies. No. Alright. Which was better, soup or stew? Looks like soup gives us more options as usual. So we'll do the bird meat. Zucchini. Chickpeas. Sample the bird meat while we're eating. Gotta taste the food while you're cooking. Make sure it's good. Eggplant. Alright, what else we got? We have some ramen noodles. That should give us 6 items. And we'll do tomato paste. Butter. Did I put it back? I think I put it back. What other spices do we have? Pepper. Let's make us happy and less bored. Salt. Lard. Bouillon. That's probably all we got. And that gives us 75 before cooking and 32 happiness and boredom. Awesome. Ava says this signal is bad. Okay. No worries. Hopefully you find a good signal. Settings 25 minutes at 400 degrees for soup. Top off our water while we're thinking about it. Probably get cleaned up real quick too. Do I have soap on me? Not much, but some. Gotta wash up for dinner. I guess it's lunch at noon, right? Wonder if we'll hear the oven chime from here. I still hear it cooking, so we should hear the chime. I'm curious. I want to see if I can hear it from here. Since I can hear it cooking, I think I should be able to hear the chime. Yep. Sounds like it's burning. So I did not hear the chime if I was out of the room. Good to know. You learn something new every day. 97 hunger. Awesome. Drink it all. That's weird. I could hear the food cooking from the laundry room, but I couldn't hear the chime go off. The timer chime. Yeah, got rid of the down chevron anyway. Put this in the oven. No. All right, we're happy. We're fed. We got the books on us. Turn all the lights off. I keep turning them on because I don't like being in the dark. Okay, so we'll just read right here for now. Out in the open air so we don't get bored. Guess we'll read these first. Nah, we gotta do all of them. All right. I suppose we'll read metalworking, the three manuals, metal mechanics 1, and then I'll hold off on metalworking 1 until after we level a little bit in mechanics. That way I'm not reading the whole time. All right, we got reading mechanics 1. Okay, so for the new players, Later Days Gaming, welcome to the stream. How's it going, criminal? It's going pretty good. Haven't been caught yet. No ticket for me, thank you. So for any new players that want to learn how to grind mechanics, I guess more efficiently or faster, and also any of the experienced players that can say, hey, here's a better way. I'm always interested in learning new stuff. So whether I agree with it or not, I'll listen. And if I think it's a good idea for me, I'll definitely adopt it. So I am open to all suggestions. But for new players, let's say you're just getting started, you just spawned in, and you want to hop on mechanics real quick, or you just reached the point in time where you're like, you know what, I need to do this so I can fix my car. I would say minimum, you need to collect 4 vehicles to bring back to your base or safe house. if you want to grind it out more quickly and efficiently and safely. Yes, you can go out on the road and grind it walking from car to car, but it takes longer. You're exposed to attacks, and you know, you usually have to carry more supplies with you. So at least at home in an enclosed gated area, you can do it in almost perfect safety, and get it done much quicker. Plus, you're going to want to read the books first, like I'm doing. We're reading Mechanics 1. If you are unfamiliar with how the skill books work, for example, metalworking. We hover over first level. It says for metalworking level 1, we need 75 points to advance to level 1. But you see these arrows here. This means we're currently, well, it means the book has been read. It doesn't tell you how many pages have been read. But because we've read some of it, if you hover over level 1, right there, that multiplier, 0.6, that's because we've read 58 pages out of 220 of the book, so it gives us a little bit of an XP multiplier. And what the XP multiplier does is when you do any mechanics, this is just for the mechanics skill, any mechanics related skill work, you gain experience. And whatever that experience is, it gets multiplied by this multiplier to give you more experience. So once we read the entire book, that multiplier will be 3. So basically, if you did the grinding mechanics without reading the book first, let's say pulling, I don't know what a headlight gives you, but we'll just say it gives you 1 point. If you did it without reading the book first, you'll get 1 point experience. If you do it after reading the book, you get 3 points of experience. So reading the books are huge, and they change in multipliers as it goes up. I think it's for the first 2 levels it's 3, the next 2 levels it's 5, and then 8, and then 12 for the next 2, and I forget what the last 2 are, maybe 15? I honestly don't remember. By the time I get to level 8, I stop paying attention to what the multipliers are, because you're pretty much fixing everything at that point. So that's why we take time to read the books. It's already gone up to 1.2, so we're almost halfway there. Takes a little time to read, depending on the server and what skill traits you've chosen. We did choose, I think I did anyway. Maybe not. Oh, that's right, I did burglar, so I probably didn't do fast reader. But fast reader would have been good, although for some reason this server, I think Vaco would agree with me, KPK set the settings so it's kind of slow reading no matter what. At least it feels slow. So even with fast reader. But that's okay, we got to get it done. So once we're done reading this book, we can start working on vehicles. The other books that we just read, these Lane's Auto Manuals, there's one for each type of vehicle. Commercial vehicles are like your work trucks. Bigger vehicles like the pink Hummer here. I'm pretty sure these military vehicles are heavy duty also. Of course, these aren't vanilla, but commercial is equal to heavy duty. So when you look, and we'll look at it when we go into the mechanics UI, it'll say heavy duty instead of commercial, but that's what heavy duty is a commercial vehicle. Performance are all the sports vehicles, and actually has to say sports car or sport in the mechanic UI, which is what our Pontiac, what our Javelin is, and what we'll be working on. And standard are all the other cars, like pretty sure this police cruiser is standard. Well, actually, it might be a sport because it's really fast. I don't know if we have any. This, I think that's, I'd have to check, but it's usually like the Chevalier Nyalas and the Darts, the regular sedans and coupes that aren't usually anything special. They're just to get around town. Those would be your standard vehicles. So the reason we read these, you'll see it says there, instructive manual containing diagrams and common maintenance tasks for popular commercial pickups and work vans. It even tells you the description of the vehicle in there. So popular performance cars and family cars. Yeah, that's a good way to illustrate it. But before you read these, there are most of the parts in the vehicle, you can't pull them or reinstall them because you don't know what you're doing. So you need to read these first to be able to access it. Without these, you can still remove the battery and the headlights, the radio. I think those are the only items. But anything like the seats, like the gas tank, the brakes, the suspension, you might be able to do tires without these too. I'm not sure. I always read them as soon as I can, so I'm not sure about wheels. Monterosa, the KPK Ad Wizards mod. I don't think so. I doubt it, since he just restarted the server and probably didn't have time to add it right now if he's even going to do it. Sounds like I think he said maybe in there, so maybe he'll add it. It's not a no. He might be waiting until later in the run again, I guess. In the meantime, we'll just keep banking all that sweet, sweet jewelry and guns, I guess. Just sell to the wizard mod and buy cool stuff. So we have a good collection of vehicles in here. Now, usually the reason I said you have at least 4 vehicles to work on is because I always forget what time, or I should say what length of day we have on this server. It's probably 2-hour days, might be 1. But if it's like a 2-hour day on the server, meaning 2 hours of real life is how long it takes for a full 24-hour cycle. 4 cars is usually enough, especially if you're playing solo, because you're gonna have to sleep. But if you're changing all the parts on 4 vehicles, it takes you a long time, or long enough. It's pretty much a day's work. And of course, as we get started, we'll probably do more than 4 vehicles, depending on how quickly mechanics goes up. Because when we start, we can only do headlights, radio, battery, because our skill level's not high enough. And then as we advance and our level is higher in mechanics, we can take different parts off. So the longer we're working on them, the more parts we have, therefore we can level faster and do better repairs. So the main trick is, I guess it's not really a trick, but thing to remember. Let's say I work on this pink Hummer. I pull the headlights, pull the battery, pull the stereo, and I put them all back in. I'll get XP for that. But I can't just keep doing it over and over. Once I do it to that vehicle, the parts I've already removed and reinstalled, you can't touch the vehicle again for 24 hours in the game. If you do, it resets the clock and you have to wait another 24 hours. So if you have limited vehicles to work on, this is important because you want to go through each of them once and then you'll have to wait before you can work on them again. So really, the more vehicles you have to work on, the faster you can grind, because like with all these cars, I could probably just work on them around the clock constantly. If I was playing solo, just take a break to sleep and then keep working on them. And I would never have to worry about that 24-hour cycle, because by the time I get back to the first car, 24 hours will have passed. So the more cars, the better. But I think 4 is a minimum for a good start. So let's jump on that. Hopefully those explanations help pass the time a little faster, because I know watching someone read sucks. We'll just put the metalworking book back to, because we'll read that later. And we read all these, so we are ready. Now we just need to worry about tools. So if nothing else, you want to have a screwdriver on you and a wrench. Those are the 2 main tools you need for automotive. If we're going to be working on wheels, suspension, or brakes, we're going to need a jack and a lug wrench, and then the other automotive tool really is a tire pump. Those are your 5 main ones. And really for grinding mechanic XP, a tire pump's kind of useless because you do not get experience for inflating tires, unfortunately. I guess it makes sense, but it would have been nice to make it a little easier. I do not seem to have the jack in this vehicle. Little girl, welcome to the stream. Well, this is very early. Good morning. Good morning, little girl. 6:30 a.m. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely good morning. I hope it's good that you're awake this early. Where would the... I don't know if we only have one jack. I don't think I have them on my vehicle, so they're probably in the garage. We're not going to need them right away, but our XP should, or our leveling should go pretty quickly. So we'll be able to swap tires soon. Just got home from work, so I'm all good. Awesome. Oh, that's right. You do the, I don't know exactly what you do, but it's medical. So you have like night shift, right? I didn't do medical. I did IT, but I did night shift for a long time, many years. It's definitely a different world. Now see, it's not a bad thing, but Montrose and I tend to think differently on where stuff goes, so sometimes I struggle to find it. Oh, here we go. If all else fails, look in the biggest container we have. All right. So we'll just start here. So right now we have mechanics 0 points, multiplier 3 because we read the book, the level 1 book completely, and it's not really level 1. This is level 1, but the book is volume 1. That sometimes gets people confused because volume 1 will give you XP multipliers for mechanics levels 1 and 2. So the first book, or volume 1, helps you with levels 1 and 2. Volume 2 mechanics helps you with 3 and 4. Volume 3 with 5 and 6. 4 with 7 and 8. And then mechanics volume 5 with 9 and 10. So basically every 2 levels you need to read another book. And you can't read it before that because you don't understand it yet. So when you approach the vehicle, you can get into the engine compartment one or two ways. You can step in the front, get the green rectangle, that's great. You can press E like you would open a door and it'll work, or you can press U as well. The reason U is available is, let's say you're standing back here, or for example, we'll use this as an example. You walk up to this big military vehicle. Where's the engine? If you know, you could go right to it. But to be honest, my guess would be is it's in the back, but it could be in the front. It could even be on the side. Since I don't know where the engine is, as long as I'm facing the vehicle, probably won't work from the front. So the hitbox, I guess you'd say, does not reach all the way to the front. So it's not going to work. But if I walk over to the side here, say, and press U, it automatically walks to the engine compartment. So that's good if you find a vehicle you've never seen before, especially if you're playing with a lot of modded vehicles. You can be touching any side of the vehicle, facing it, press U, and you'll immediately walk to the engine compartment. You don't have to find it yourself. Because sometimes it can be tricky depending on the vehicle. So those are the 2 ways you can access the vehicle, or the engine compartment of the vehicle. And the other reason I always press U is because with a sports car, sometimes you think you're at the engine compartment, but you're actually at the trunk. So if you press U, your character will automatically walk. So then you don't look like an idiot trying to open the trunk to look for the engine. Uh-oh, am I lagging a little bit? It says the stream is healthy, but YouTube's showing buffering. I guess let me know if you're seeing any lag. I don't know what's causing that. Wi-Fi looks good. The stream is healthy. Excellent signal strength. Yes, I'll ignore it then. I don't know why it shows buffering. Okay, so we're looking at the vehicle UI. So like we were talking about with the lanes auto manuals. Vehicle type, this is standard. So it isn't a sport, even though it is a box body Mustang. So it's more of a family vehicle, I guess. Um, so let's just start with the first part, driver's seat. Now, if we were to uninstall this, if you look in the little window there, it shows you need recommended skills mechanics 0, or you need mechanics 1. You can still uninstall it right now, but then below that it shows chance of success 65, chance of damage 35. So if you fail to remove this properly because you're not skilled enough, you will damage the part. Well, there's a chance you can damage the part. So depending on if the vehicle is important to you or not, what I'll show you is, let's see if I can get it to fail on purpose. So right now mechanics 0 points XP. So we'll go ahead and try to remove the seat anyway, even though we don't have the skill level for it. Working, trying to uninstall it. Well, we succeeded. So we'll go ahead and put it back in, which we could also fail that because we don't have the skill level. But I'm trying to show you a failure on purpose. Okay, so it failed. I should have looked at the XP sooner, but my point is, even when you fail, you gain XP. So if you have a car that you don't care about, just a junker, but it has a lot of parts in it, you can just see if we can get it to fail again. Mechanics is at XP 4.05, so let's try to install that seat again. See if we can get it to fail one more time. Well, it installed. So we still got some XP for that. But my point is, if you have a vehicle that you don't care about but has a ton of parts, you can uninstall and reinstall parts as many times as you can, damaging them as much as you want. And every time you fail, it's not included in the 24-hour cooldown. So if you keep failing and failing and failing, you will gain XP every time you fail, and you can do it over and over and over again. So feel free to take a beater car that you don't care about, trash all the parts by failing, and level up faster. So that could be a good reason that the first 4 cars you collect are cars you don't care about. That's how I do it anyway. But to do it the right way, if you care about the vehicles, we will start with the radio, because we can do that. There's no skill requirement for that. Looks like it's not buffering anymore. Hopefully we're doing good. And we'll reinstall the radio. We can also do the battery with no skill level required. Later Days Gaming says, once it gets down to 0%, you won't be able to reinstall it. True, good point. That is absolutely correct. So you could ruin the car completely, but again, if you don't care about it, it's a faster way to level. That way you don't have to have so many cars to grind it out. Like these parts, I can uninstall them, but I wouldn't be able to put them back in because they're all 0%, like Slater was saying. So we were able to do the radio with no problem, battery with no problem, and then we'll do all the headlights. Little girl says, yeah, that's why I tow to my base the cars which are wrecked but not burnt down. Mechanics training for the win. Indeed. So with the headlights, I try to do them a little bit faster. I'll just uninstall them all immediately, like queue it up, instead of doing each one uninstall, reinstall. Yes, you're traveling around the vehicle, but you're constantly working. And then as soon as it's done, you can even start here. We'll keep it in order. Because the taillights are less important than the headlights, I'll automatically start doing the lowest percentage first for the taillights. 45, 47, and then headlights. 54, 68. So you can still queue it up in reverse. I do them in reverse order of quality because you want the best bulbs on the headlights if you're going to drive the vehicle. So technically on this vehicle, we've done the most mechanics we can do without risking damaging parts. And that got us about a third of the way there, a little less than a third. So I will go ahead and actually, since these are already 0%, I can't damage them anymore. I'll just uninstall them and drop them on the ground here so they could be repaired. Now watch our encumbrance. This trunk lid's going to be heavy. So it'll immediately go heavy load, I think, or extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. Some people will just hold on to whatever parts. I always drop the part right where I removed it. So if I go to put it back on again, this isn't a good example because I can't do it. It's at 0%. But you can open the UI, walk to where the part is, or where the part gets installed, and you can automatically go to install it, pick it up off the ground and install it. You don't have to carry it and watch your health slowly go down and take damage because you're carrying heavy parts all the time. The little girl says, I prefer installing and reinstalling seats that are repairable with ripped sheets. Are they repairable even in vanilla? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Also says, I believe you can shuffle bulbs around for a single socket and you'll get XP for every unique light bulb. Shuffle bulbs around for a single socket. Interesting. I suppose that makes sense because it's a different part. I've never tried that. Let me make sure uninstalling 0 gives us XP. I'm almost positive it does. So we're at 27. Can't uninstall the trunk because it's not a part. It's part of the car. $27. $29. So yeah, even 0% parts would give us XP. I was pretty sure. I just wanted to double check so I wasn't a liar. And the rest of these parts, if we try to uninstall them, there's a chance we're going to damage them. And even though I'm not using it, I like this Mustang, so I'm not going to do that. The little girl says, at least that's been my observation. When I use the light bulbs from the radios, walkie-talkies, I dismantle for electronics XP. Something I was wondering about the other day that I haven't tried yet. Can you put colored bulbs in vehicles, or do they have to be white? I've always just done white ones because I assumed that was a limitation. But one, can you use colored? And two, if you do and it works, then do the headlights show that color? I don't think they do, but I realized thinking about it the other day, I was like, I've never actually tried it, so I can't say that it's impossible. So we'll take the radio out. Another thing I'll show you while we have the radio out. Radio's been pulled. If we look in our inventory, U.S. Army ham radio. Now we can equip this secondary, so put it in our hand, and you can right click on this battery and take it out. The reason I mention this is we'll go ahead and take it. So now it's in our inventory. The reason I mention this is if you're in the middle of nowhere but there's cars and you need a battery for your flashlight, you can pull the radio out of a car, and because the UI still has a battery in there, even though that doesn't make sense, it's a free way to get a battery for your flashlight, which could save your life. So you should be able to find a radio in almost every vehicle, and even though we took that battery out, it doesn't affect the operation of it. Key is in the glove box. Start the car and open up the radio. You can still turn it on and listen to it no problem, even though the battery's missing. Just notice you can't see that battery slot inside the UI inside the vehicle, which is why we had to uninstall it first. So just a little Project Zomboid life hack, I guess, because it sucks when you need a battery for your flashlight and you're in the middle of nowhere. But if you find a car, that's a good way to do it. Little girl says, yes, you can install colored bulbs into cars. Same thing with the table lamps, wall lamps, you can install colored bulbs into them. Now, with the table lamps and wall lamps, I'm pretty sure those actually light up the color of the bulb. But what about the cars? I guess we could try it. I'm sure we have some around here. I know you're saying we could do it, but like if I put red bulbs in the headlight slots of my car, am I going to be cruising down the road with red lighting my way? All right, so we did radio. We'll do battery. And we'll do the lights. And my taillights are all jacked up because I kept driving in reverse through all the zombies. So we'll do 1, 11, 81, 82. And the other reason I do them in order like that, as far as like percentages, so that I can queue it up and keep track of which bulbs I'm using, so I don't keep trying to use the same one for every slot, if that makes sense. So we're getting closer to level 1. It's not the fastest thing in the world. We did that one and that one. Hall closet for colored lights, says Monterosa. All right, I'll grab some. I'll try it. So since we're at level 1, like I said, we can only do radio, battery, and headlights. Because if we click on these, yeah, so you need at least level 1 even for tires. And you don't want to damage your tires trying to take them off. So definitely wait on those. And of course, you can't work on brakes or suspension until you remove the tires. And then brakes and suspension take level 3 mechanics. I think both of them do. So you shouldn't pull these parts until you're already at level 3. Not working on level 3, but have already completed level 3. And I think maybe windows are the hardest, if I remember right. No, they're the same as brakes. Windshield. Okay, so windshields, you have to have mechanics level 5 to do it without damaging it. Which makes sense, I think. But hoods only take level 3 as well, so I think trunk repair might be the hardest one, if I remember. Maybe gas tank. Let's see. Do the metal sheet. You need metalworking 3 and mechanics 2. Gas tank. So I can't see how much, but we need mechanics 5 to remove it. I can't see the skills required to repair it because we have to uninstall it first, which we can't do yet. I already forgot if I did this. That back in, we'll do the battery. Install all those. And if you have a small monitor like I do and your mechanics UI blocks your entire screen, if you're in a dangerous place working on it, once that's queued up, you can close the UI, and as long as you don't move or anything, your character will finish what's queued up. That way you can at least see your surroundings while you're working. But let's go grab some colored headlights, or light bulbs, because now I'm curious. Hall closet. I think he means upstairs. Must be carrying a heavy part. It's light bulbs, huh? You may have meant the downstairs closet. A purple balaclava. That would add to our burglar character. Until I find a black one. Let's see, how does that look? Where's the light switch? Oh, we can still wear our glasses too. We are the ultimate burglar now. need to find a black one so our outfit matches. Alright. Please tell me there's a red one. Alright, we'll do green. The other thing you may notice, I think you'll notice it in here. And it's not showing it. If I remember right, the light bulbs get grayer as their quality goes down. But that could be my imagination. Just something I thought I'd point out. Alright, let's replace the headlights with green ones. I wonder if it'll tell me. I might have to put the white ones down first. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. Are the green ones even showing up? Doesn't look like it. Let's set the white ones down for a second. Okay, it doesn't consider them light bulbs. Can I rename them? No. So it doesn't appear that we can install colored bulbs. I'll just assume they're a different size or whatever. Not even for a taillight. Well, now we know. Let's pick these up. I just thought it would be cool to roll down the street with blood red headlights, but I'm sure there's a mod for that. 88, 74, 73, 71. Gotta be getting close to level 1. But see, it'll keep queuing and keep going as long as you don't move if you close the UI. It's taking longer than I thought it would. I guess it's because I don't have any mechanic traits at all. Put those bulbs back. Little girl says weird might be a mod or it's something that allows it. Yeah. Okay, so we've done Mustang, Hummer, police cruiser. So that's 3 vehicles. And of course, you can work on anybody else's car that you want. Just be nice and only remove and install the parts that you can't break. There's no radio in this one. So we'll just do the battery. Let's take a special radio maybe. Nope. Makeshift radio. Interesting. What else? Let's see. Do taillights. We'll do 24, 46, 63, and 85. Oh, we'll look at these armored parts too. And there it is. We did 4 vehicles, got level 1 mechanics. So we are at... Now we'll need double the points, 150 instead of 75. Multiplier 3. So we might have to do a total of 8 vehicles, but then again, now that we're level 1, we can take more parts out. So it should go about the same amount of time. So as you level up, because you can take more parts out, you can still continue to level at a pretty fast rate. Armored parts. So let's see what those skill levels require, because it usually requires more skill. windshield armor. Need mechanics level 4. And you still need to make the part unless you can find it. So you'll require a metalworking too. So armoring a vehicle is totally worth it. Worth the time of the grind. But it does take quite a bit of commitment. You're going to have to build up your metalworking a bit. And mechanics. I don't think there's any armor on here. Roof rack isn't really considered armor. I don't even think we can uninstall it. Okay, so you only need level 1 for roof rack. Guess we would have to look in the crafting menu. So let's say we were going to do window armor. Because there's a lot of mods on here, it takes a minute to open the UI for the crafting. You can click the hammer and it's not a T-square, I don't know what they call that, drafter tool or whatever, to bring up, and then you can just search for, there might be a tab for it, but I don't know. I guess it's per vehicle. I think this is the Mini 69. So if we wanted to look at making, was it windshield armor? Windshield armor. You'll need metalworking 4 to make that. So you'll need that, and then you'll need all these parts to make the armor, and then you'll need the mechanics skill to install it. So it takes a little bit, but I guarantee you it's worth it. Being able to roll through a horde and not worry about them smashing your window instantly is huge. Okay, so we did 4. Now you can do it one of two ways. You can start on other vehicles, or you can go back to the vehicles you already did and remove the parts that level 1 now allows you to remove. Just remember not to uninstall the parts you've already uninstalled, otherwise you'll reset the clock on those. So driver's seat is level 1, so we can do those. And because they're so heavy, I just put them right back in. Because you immediately go to extremely heavy load. And every once in a while, you'll be walking around doing something else, and you'll notice you have this extremely heavy load, and you're like, what the heck? And you just forgot to put something away, like you're carrying a seed around in your front pocket. And you can kind of queue these up. When you're installing a seat, you can queue up the next uninstall. And it could be more efficient to, I'll show you in a minute when you finish the seats here. So, driver's seat is front left. Front right seat's front right, obviously. Rear left. So when we do these in order, it's not efficient as far as walking around the car. Technically, you should probably do, since driver's seat is front left, and then do rear left, and then do rear right, and then do front right, so that you're walking around the vehicle. It's more efficient. I do them in order, which means I'll walk to the left side in the front, and then the front right side, and then the rear left side, so it's definitely inefficient for walking. But the reason I do them in order is because I'll forget which one I did. So if you have memory issues, I recommend doing the seats in order on the list. If you want to be the most efficient possible, think about where each seat is in a clockwise or counterclockwise circle and do them in the correct order so that you're walking less steps, I guess. Glove box. Yes, we could repair it, but you have to use metal or you have to use materials, so we're not doing that right now. Gas tank, can't do that yet. A long ways to go. We already did the battery. Since we're looking at the engine, I'll mention it. When you right click on it, you have the option to take engine parts. If you're mechanics level 4, you'll be able to. Although the higher level you are in mechanics, the more engine parts you'll get if you take them. And keep in mind, it says right there, it will set your engine condition to 0. So if you take engine parts, you are zeroing out your engine, and the car will not run unless you repair it again. Repair engine, and it tells you you need at least one engine part to increase it. There's a whole chart on the PZ Wiki telling you percentages based on your skill level and how many, what type of vehicle it is. So standard is easiest to get the most percentage out of parts. So when you're just starting, it's best to have a standard vehicle because you will be much better at repairing it than like a sports car. And I don't think it's on here because I'm not high enough level, but I thought it was on the server. You should be able to rebuild the engine. I think it's not an option because I'm not high enough skill level. But normally it would be on this list. It is a mod though, it's not vanilla. But if it did say rebuild, you'd have the option to rebuild. You need at least 20 engine parts, or you need 20 engine parts, and it will increase the engine quality to 100, which this already is, as opposed to the condition, which is 78. And remember, engine quality is how easily the vehicle will start, and engine condition, which is 78 here, this is how likely it is to stall. So if you have a vehicle that has a low engine quality, that's not as bad because once you get it started, you just leave it running. As long as your condition is good, it shouldn't stall on you. 78 is pretty good. If you're less than 50% engine condition, I wouldn't drive it because it's going to stall on you a lot. And just keep in mind, engine quality, if you run into your car and you have a low engine quality, it might take you a few times to start it. So it can get you killed. Better quality gets it to start faster. Doesn't mean it's going to start on the first try, though. Even if it's 100, it could still take 1 or 2 tries to start. But usually it'll start on the first try. So we've done headlights, battery. Can't do muffler yet, I don't think. No. So we can take the tires off now, I think. Yeah. But just not the brakes or suspension. So we'll remove the tire. Another heavy part. So we'll put it right back on. We're already taking damage. You can see here this discomfort. That's just from lifting all the heavy parts. And I've never looked at it, but I'm pretty sure you gain strength from doing this too. And some might argue it's worth carrying around the heavy parts to gain strength, but I just don't like having to build my health back up. So it's up to you which way you want to go. You could haul around the heavy parts and pump yourself up if you choose to. So yeah, this takes a while, obviously, but maintaining your vehicles is probably one of the most important skills in the game, in my opinion, because if you take care of your car, it will take care of you. Being on foot is great, but not when you have to go across town. Same thing with the tires on efficiency, just like the seats. You walk around at each side of the car, so it's up to you if you want to do them in order on the list or not. Now, even though the trunk lid that we took off and the hood that we took off are at 0, I think I have it on the ground. I'm not standing in front of it. Even though it's at 0, where is it? Trunk lid. We could repair it. So just need the correct stuff. We have the mechanics level to do it. We just need well, for glue and tape, which I wouldn't recommend. I guess in a pinch, it could say, you know, make your life better on the road, but you really want to use at least small metal sheets. I don't see an option for large metal sheets. That could be a skill thing again, or a mod thing, but you get better repairs when using metal. What the hell? It's my cousin Wooten. Well, let me try to add you to the chat. Let's see if you're even in there. Thought you were a sprinter, man. Join the chat. Let me turn you down before you talk. Okay, try now. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Greetings and salutations.
I was
Thought you
trying
were
to
a
scare you.
sprinter. Yeah, I was like, how the hell did I get in here?
All right, I need to run away. I'm about to die.
Why?
I'm infected.
Oh, that's why you're dressed like that. Got blood all over the driveway. What the hell? All right, I think we finished this car. We'll do the wheels. I don't think there was anything else. My cousin Wooten just got out of prison. Right back in the crime family. I mean, allegedly. Let's see.
I was hoping to get a jump scare out of it.
That would have
It's
been
hiding
good.
behind your Hummer and everything. I'm wearing like a zombie thing that makes my skin gray, and I found some nasty clothes.
Oh, did you find one of those skins? Those are so cool.
Yeah. So, but I knew it said my name over my head, so I was like, I just gotta like run at him and hope I get a scare.
No, I thought you were a zombie, but I was not ready at all. So I was like, I'm gonna die.
So the funny thing is when I ran into you, I ended up hurting my other hand, and now I'm bleeding.
Is that where the blood came from?
Yeah.
That's what you get. You ran into my
I know.
combat knife.
So I am probably, so I'm slowly bleeding out outside the gate. But yeah, I am infected, unfortunately. So I'd have a little fun before I went the way of the zombie. Get a little practice.
Worse. There's a lot of parts. A lot of parts we can remove from the Hummers already, so that's cool. Okay, that back. The bull bar is at 0. How did that happen? Weird. We already did the radio. We'll do the seats. About an hour into the stream. Probably go 2 hours. Not trying to stream all day or anything. I think it's funny we can remove seats with a screwdriver. Just doesn't sound safe at all. At least require a wrench. That seat back in. Cue this one up. What's our skill level at? Oh, it is going dismally slow. Already did the battery. We'll do the tires. Getting a wee bit hungry. After we do the tires on this one, what else? We'll do all the parts we do on this one, then we'll go cook something up. Also, whenever you find a vehicle, plan on driving it or towing it, I highly recommend First thing you do is inflate the tires because it will make your life easier no matter what. Of course, if it's too dangerous to do that, you can inflate them later, but if you have the opportunity, it is always better to inflate them than to wait until later if you can do it safely. Which reminds me, if you're installing a brand new spare tire on a vehicle for the first time, the tire will have no air in it. If you install it and try to drive away with no air, the wheel will fall off. It may not fall off instantly, but you'll be driving down the road and you may not notice. And then all of a sudden you realize you're missing a wheel. And you have to go back and find it. Never fun. How about the roof rack? Yep, we can take off the roof rack. Wait a second. Don't I have stuff in the roof rack? It's just going to let me uninstall it with stuff inside. Well, since that will probably erase the items, I guess we'll move those to the trunk. I can't believe it let me try. I suppose it could save the inventory still in that location on the vehicle, but I'm not going to risk it. I suppose we could leave one item in there to test it. Let's see, what do I have? Alright, we'll close the trunk. The roof rack is empty. We will put... we'll put my lighter in there. There is a lighter in the roof rack. Now let's uninstall it. Well, now it tells me it needs to be empty. Maybe I clicked on the wrong part earlier? Okay, never mind. I'll have to go back and watch the video, make sure I wasn't imagining things. Takes some time to uninstall this roof rack. How much XP is it going to give us? We have 5325. Got all kinds of moodles. It didn't hardly give us any XP. That sucks. I suppose we should go eat some food before we collect all the badges. Yeah, we're thirsty. Did you get all your reading done, Wooden?
Yeah, but I'm about to die.
Oh, duh.
So...
you're going to have to do it again.
lucky me.
Alright, I gotta turn the watches off. It's gonna drive me nuts. What are they at? 57 of them. Fantastic. It's in here somewhere. Is it under the red ones? One watch in here. Oh, you're killing me. Dragons down. Any alarms? Gotta be one. Maybe it's a metallic one. This is why you set the alarms off before you put them away.
That was probably my fault. I apologize.
That's okay.
There was one in my car's roof rack that would beep and I'd be driving down the road. But And I really should have taken care of it because I only had like 5 watches in there, and then I forgot about it and put them away.
Seems a metallic one. Maybe it wasn't even in the closet. Maybe I wasn't here in the right spot. Be an accessory. Oh well, we will find it next time. Get some water. Tools on our bags, so we're not so heavy walking around with a jack in our pocket. Of course, we're losing weight again. What junk food do we have? Turn the lights on so you guys can see better.
Eat the lard.
Gross.
So good for you.
Why are there 2 empty snowball packets in here? That's sad. Have some mead.
So there may or may not be a zombie in the house somewhere.
Which house?
Now, I created an adventure for you. I left a little path. You can find me.
I thought you were out on the street.
No, I went and locked myself away so I wouldn't wander around. Now you have to find me.
This is not a choose your own adventure. Worst choose your own adventure ever. It was just in here, so I don't think so.
Well, I'm not in that house.
Oh.
I'm not in the base house. I did go out in the street, so.
The trail of blood, I guess.
You'll never find me. I covered my tracks.
Could be multiple locations. Okay. Someone was looking for a band-aid. Okay, let's see.
I think I hear you. Knock, knock.
Must be upstairs.
You want what's behind door number 1, or do you want what's behind door number 2?
Let's see.
Did you just unzip your pants?
It's gonna be a real kill, yo. All right. Instant jaw stab.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Worth it.
That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna clean up all this blood? Monterosa's gonna be like, what the hell happened out here? Hmm. All right, we have eggs that we need to eat, so let's open this. We'll make something a little different. The eggs back in the fridge. They're stale, but prepping them should make that go away. Because I can decrease the size of this window now. All right, don't tell me we don't have a griddle pan or a frying pan. You probably still have a frying pan in your truck, though, huh?
The 2 griddle pans that I had, I ended up, I think, putting in DHL trailer.
Okay.
I don't want to derail you, but what are your thoughts on the fear of blood negative attribute? I feel like it's like free points.
I know players that swear by it. I know Slater Days Gaming takes it all the time. So really, the only time it's going to be a problem is if you get injured and you have to take care of it. And you should probably try to wash up all the time. You don't want blood on you. Other than that, you can't do first aid on somebody else, but how often do you do that, you know?
Yeah, well, and it looks like, too, it's just, for the most part, it's just you become stressed or panicked
Yes.
if you're doing first aid on yourself.
Yes.
But I always take Brave, which makes you less prone to being panicked. So I almost wonder if that, in a way, kind of negates that.
It might. I'm not sure. I always forget about it and I don't take it, but I think it's good points.
I'm gonna give it a shot. So. All right, I was just curious.
Great stir fry. I wonder why the eggs are only 5 hunger each. That's kind of weird. Thought it was more than that. And I think with the stir fry, you can only put 4 items in. So what else can we put? All right, well, we'll do beef jerky. Give it a little variety. Do some carrots. Doesn't sound great, but I don't think we can add any other main. Oh, well, maybe it's not 4 items. We must be thinking of a different dish. What's the happiness at? Negative or 5 unhappiness. So what else can we put in there? We'll definitely spice it up. Guess we could thaw something out real quick. This corn real quick. Oh, I missed it. Slater Days says if you don't have dynamic traits, don't ever take Fear of Blood. What?
Too late.
What happens if you do, Slater? Because you can't get rid of it? Is that what you're saying? And why is that bad? Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I only have certain contacts on my phone that can ring through when I have it on Do Not Disturb. So that was my wife, and I thought I should ask her just in case it was an emergency, but it wasn't. She just didn't know I was streaming, so it's all good. Yeah, it's not the best meal in the world, but it's not the worst either. So let's have ourselves a stir fry. Should have made an omelet instead. That's what I was thinking of. Omelet, you can only put 4 items in it. And I don't know the settings for stir fry, so we'll try 25 minutes and see how close that is. Let's see. Slater says, yeah, it'll never go away. The panic will affect too much for the long run. I only take it due to it going away with dynamic traits. Makes sense. But you only get the panic when you do first aid on yourself, right? And you can't do
That's
first
what
aid
it
on someone else.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said panic. You only get panicked if you're doing first aid on yourself, and you get stressed if you're bloody.
So I guess the stress would never go away, but until you wash it
We'll
off.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm hoping the Brave will help offset that, or I can just start popping a lot of beta blockers. I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see. What's the worst that can happen? I die?
Yeah. I have to take this balaclava off in the house. It's bothering me. I'll wear it when I go out. So 25 minutes wasn't quite enough. We probably could have gone 30 minutes on the stir fry. I want everyone to see my pretty face when I'm cooking. That was 42 before we cooked it. 62 hunger after we cooked it. Awesome. Let's eat that all. Might get rid of the down chevron, but that's about it. What we need is some bourbon. Oh, that didn't even get rid of the chevron. Okay. Michelle, welcome to the stream. Smarty, welcome to the stream. Oh, we can make pancakes. Yeah, we're making pancakes. We can make some good ones. We're full to bursting, but by the time we're done cooking the pancakes, we'll be ready to eat again.
Where would I find a shovel?
I think I saw one in the garage. If not, it would be in the DHL trailer, I think.
All right. Looked in both those places. I'll keep looking.
You did?
Yeah.
Maybe the front
Monterosso was
closet.
using one earlier to move a bird bath, but it's okay. I'll find it.
There might be like a garden crate or something outside. So we only made one pancake? That's lame. Well, it's going to be the most magnificent pancake ever. So here we go. Trying to remember. Maybe I have to cook it before I can add fruit. That must be what it is. Weird thing about pancakes is when they're done cooking, they don't burn. at least in Zomboid. Zoe, welcome to the stream. See, pancake is done and it is not burning. So I will never eat a burned pancake in Zomboid. I'm so happy. Pancakes. So we're gonna add pineapple. What else? Strawberries. Banana. Some honey. And butter. What else do we have? Margarine. And of course, maple syrup. And this pancake will give us 39 hunger, 26 boredom, 51 unhappiness. That is a good pancake right there. Yeah, I hear it too. Wooten, do you have your headset cups off or something? I'm getting a little echo.
Oh,
I can hear myself, probably from your headset, maybe.
thought I was muted.
Oh,
Is that
no.
better?
Yeah. Test, one, test. Yep, it's gone. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I only had one pancake. We need to find more pancakes. All right, so we got to... Man, second level is taking a while. Well, let's go see what we can do with the javelin with level 1. Maybe we can gain some experience doing repairs instead of grinding. God, I love those seats. They are gorgeous. All right. Little girl was saying we could do repairs with sheets, so let's check this. It seems to change from mod to mod what you need to repair seats, so I never know what to expect. We'll drop it so we're not dying in pain. Let's see. Repair. Duct tape. Or glue. Duct tape looks like the best option. Probably don't have a lot of it though, but I will check. It's a sports seat, so... Oh, can we see it here too? I gotta see if we can still see the colors. That would be so cool. Okay, so it doesn't show up on the item there, and you still see the seat in the car, so that's kind of funny, but... do we have a sport car we don't care about? That reminds me, I should just grab a bunch of honey. Carry that around. Try to get our weight up. All right. That was a standard. Can't remember. Well, I don't want to take those seats anyway, so we should repair them. Duct tape. I mean, we could go look for another sports car, I suppose. Yeah, we only have 4 rolls of duct tape. I don't want to waste it on the seats. All right, well, we pretty much need all parts for that car, so let's go find some. Why am I so warm? Not really wearing hot stuff. That's just from running. Oh, it is 86 degrees out. Okay. I know we're a burglar, but it might be time to... I know I'm getting distracted, but I have an opportunity to change outfits. I'm going to take it. This away. Try and keep his outfits separate. Still got a tank top on, looks like. Crop top. There it is. Alright, what could we wear? Gray one is so boring. Gonna be too warm for the socks anyway. The one-piece swimsuit gives +5 scratch protection. That's pretty funny. The underwear shows up on top of the swimsuit? Well, that's not gonna work. The bottoms might do that too. Well, it's a little bit cooler. At least we won't be burning up. Yeah, it's good enough. That won't take all day. Let's go get some pots. Got room to haul it? Oh yeah, we're good. You have ammo, right? And weapons. All right. Welcome back, Abba. There is so much blood out here. That's funny. We might have better luck going this way. I'm trying to remember if there were sports cars. Actually, I think there's a couple at the first intersection up here. Let's go see. What kind of car is this? It's like another Mustang. Standard. Got a little gremlin over here.
Oh yeah, we brought back a bunch of vehicles for scrapping.
Gotcha.
All kinds of stuff. So that's what all that was. So they're all up for grabs. Just what we found nearby.
Yeah. It's a cool looking camouflage Jeep. Got blood on my shoe. Ew. I should probably not be carrying this jack on me. We'll put it in the glove box in case something goes sideways. There's no room in the glove box. Okay. Yay, level short blunt. Must steal your gold ring. How you like it now? Got the tracksuit mafia over here. Silver ring. That sounded a lot closer than it was. Okay. They just keep coming and coming. Nice haircut, bro. Whoa, got me. That was close. Yeah, that haircut is something else. Alright. Take your watch. And your watch. What else we got? I hear another one. Where are you at? Oh, it's way over there. It sounds so close. it's gotta be a sports car. We're in one of these down here. Oh, these may be the cars you grabbed too. Keep forgetting I have speed demon. It's so loud. Well, we don't want to go further south. There's too many zombies, I'm sure. We'll go check out the other side. Where all did you guys collect cars from? Do you remember?
So you know when you head south, we didn't go into town. We stayed on the highways, and you head away when you head towards town, not the new town, the original town.
Like West Point? Okay.
Yeah. So you know there's a gas station that you pass on the way into town.
Mm-hmm.
We continued down south past that, and then also continued west past that towards town on the highways there.
Okay.
So we were just finding like wrecks on the side of the road and stuff.
Gotcha.
We didn't go into the new town we were in now.
Well, I didn't want to run those guys over, but okay. Let's see, what cars do we have here? Trailer. Can I turn it off, or is it already off? Oh, okay. Hmm. Should be some sports cars down here somewhere. Sometimes these farmers have sports tires in their barns, so we'll check for that too if there is one over here. I guess they're not really barns, they're more like garages without doors, I guess. Does this one even have a garage? Nope. Abba says, always good driving. Well, thanks. Monterosa would disagree with you there. He's fixed a lot of my cars. See who's on the server real quick. Okay. Wait, what was that? Is that an actual trailer or is that just for looks? Let's switch seats, put a battery in our flashlight. I think that's just decoration. Doesn't have an inventory. Ah,
It's a trailer for a motorcycle.
it looks like it. Can I interact with it? Ooh, I can. Hugmaster 3000. For a lawnmower, or you think it's for a motorcycle?
Oh yeah, there was the John Deere, the little riding mower mod. Is that on here? Maybe that's what it's for. Or are there golf carts too? Maybe it's a golf cart. Maybe it goes
I've
to
never
golf
seen
cart.
one.
Or the ATV, the four-wheeler.
That would be awesome. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Guess I'll just mark it on the map in case we find one later. Avis says, well, apart from the times you're running over hordes of zombies, yes. Yes, exactly. We may never grab that, but it's one of those things. If I decide I want it, I'll be upset if I can't remember where it is.
It's a really bad name for it. They marketing people.
What was that?
The name of that
Yeah.
trailer. Very poor branding.
It looks great on my map, though.
This is where Tugmaster lives. Oh.
I'm not gonna go there. Okay.
Like the scene in Clerks. How did you get that nickname? Snowball.
$37.
You got muted there for a second.
Did I? None of these rural people have garages. What's up with that? A little driving tip for any new drivers to Zomboid, or maybe you just didn't know this. Most of this is common knowledge, but I don't know. Some of it took me a while to notice, so I pointed out. As you're approaching, if you look on the map here, as you're approaching a curve, if you're going kind of fast, usually watch your mini-map anyway, but as you're approaching a curve, you'll see one sign, even though you can't read it. This is a curve sign, a curve ahead, but there'll be two of them. So as soon as you see the second one coming up, that's when you know you need to turn. That way you don't have to slow down. So the signs are useful. They're not just for decoration. Well, this isn't on the map, or is it? Maybe it is. Van. Well, that's not going to help us. Oh, you already caught up to me. Nice. Bastard. I still think we should be allowed to have mounted guns that fire on the vehicles. That's what we need. No garage, no vehicle. See if we can get this out of the road. Excuse me, guys, you're kind of in the way there. Sun will be up soon. Where's the honey? Where was that?
Up ahead.
Is there? Okay, cool. I think that's a standard though, but I'll check it. Oh, we can use a second jack. Pick that up. Performance tire sport. I'll take that. Even if it's not the right tire for the vehicle, it's the right type, so should be able to convert it. I love the flashes, the muzzle flashes. It's cool. Ooh, this is a sport. Why is this one a sport and mine's a standard? 500 horsepower. It's a little bit better. All right. Move my vehicle so I can use my headlights to see better. Got two coming in from the west. What's that on your face? Oh, I got it. What the heck is wrong with her? Looking pretty rough there, miss. Might be one of those skins. Come on.
This one looks like it has like a garbage tail over his head. I don't know what
Really?
that is. Oh, we killed a Ghostbuster earlier, and he had a proton pack.
Uh-huh.
It's a backpack.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
Do they hold much?
This guy's got a hamper on his head. What is this? Look.
Is that the might be the ghillie suit hat?
No, that ain't a ghillie suit. That's a hamper. A wicker hamper.
Nice axe you got there, buddy.
Jason's rucksack.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Huh. It's got armor too. Like a helmet.
Yeah. Let's steal all their jewelry and valuables. Wait, I saw an axe. Nice. And I'll take your watch and your ruby ring. Wow, this one had a lot of jewelry on. You was rich. Wow, just in a little skirmish. Got two big axes. It's awesome. Alright, let's steal some seats. What did they? I don't even remember what they look like. If they were in good shape or not. They gotta be better than the ones I had, though. Yeah.
Just tow it back.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I think we got to put a wheel back on it, though. I think it's missing one, right?
Hmm.
Got the lug wrench.
They got a jack
Sit
over
on the
here.
ground. Oh, the tire on the ground's broken, so I don't know if it's going to do us any good.
Well, I have the good spare in here. I grabbed it off the ground. So we will use it, and I'll need a tire pump, of course. I think I forgot to grab a lug wrench. Let's see, there it is.
One on the ground.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, it's so heavy, this tire. Cue up the tire inflation. If I remember right, inflating an empty tire takes like 2 minutes. It's like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Cutest mechanic on the planet. At least I'm not hot and sweaty anymore. This would actually be a pretty good car, too. It's better than the other Mustangs we have. That should be it. That was faster. I thought it took longer than that. Weird. Eating some tasty honey. A little less stuff to run into next time. Get those seats swapped out. Maybe keep an eye out for some duct tape so we can make them even nicer. Abba says, I'm starting to understand why like lady characters Lara Croft or Resident Evil. Huh. I didn't play, I think I only played Tomb Raider like once or twice. Resident Evil, probably about the same. I like the movies though. Montrosa asks, are you guys headed to the military base?
Good.
No. I don't even know which one you mean. We were just grabbing we're looking for a sports car for seats for the Javelin. So we picked up another Mustang. This one's a sport, not a standard. You got back quick.
Oh, this Mustang has a key.
Does it? I didn't even notice. I didn't get in, that's why. That's cool. It has 500 horsepower. It looks pretty light, so.
No, it has a key, but it's not working.
Really?
Yeah. Really
That's
bizarre.
weird.
I'll put it back in the glove box. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
I don't know, but yeah.
Something's wrong with this car. I can't even hotwire it. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm not a burglar anymore.
Oh, what'd you choose this time?
Did my Axeman build. There we go.
The keyword?
Okay, key's in the ignition, but no, it doesn't have any gas.
Gotcha.
I was just going to drive it in there.
I'll grab some gas.
If the battery's even lit a lot. Oh yeah, the battery's good. Yeah, we just need gas, so we'll start right up.
Weird. Has a regular type standard tire in the trunk. I need to get my Hummer out of the way. Um, bring that Pontiac in here. I can walk past this stuff. This pineapple. Nice. Probably tow this out here now that I'm thinking about it. Put it back in, get the Mustang over here and tow it back inside. I knew that. Yeah, I'll play for about 15 more minutes and I'll call it a good stream. Looks like it just takes sport tires, so that's good. Why I keep trying to get in the car, I can't drive it.
Oh, you needed it to fix up that car that we towed back?
Yep.
Fancy car?
Yep.
Can you armor this thing?
The one we tow back?
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't have armor slots, but Monterosa was mentioning we could use, there's improvised armor, which I've never used, so I don't know how it works. Really, I just want it for speed, so I'm okay if it can't be armored. Yeah, it says improving the car collection and car repair skills. That is the plan. I got back in the car. How did I do that? Art, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we just went to grab another sports car so I could start repairing this Pontiac Javelin. Ended up finding a pretty cool Mustang and that we're gonna take parts out of, but it'd be a good car by itself, so as we find more parts, we might restore it too. And we're working on mechanic skill. This Mustang keeps stalling. Looks like it took some damage, that's probably why. Actually, we'll do this. Quit stalling on me. That'll work. This key for the Mustang, put it back in the glove box. Monrosa says you can drive it. You can drive the Javelin? I thought it had 0 engine quality or condition. Maybe somebody stripped the parts out of it? Yeah, the engine says 0. I didn't try to drive it though. Let's see if it starts. Oh, it dies immediately. All right. All right, what tools do I already have on me?
Oh yeah, there's a slot for improvised vehicle armor. I've never seen that before.
Actually, I missed it too. You want some axes?
Have an axe.
I'll put them away
If you
later.
if you look directly on top of the roof, there's a slot in the list that says improvised armor. So I'm assuming you gotta be pretty high level to make it though.
Probably, yeah.
Or maybe there's a book with a recipe. Yeah, axe. There you go. Oh, this is a nice one.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Okay. So I suppose another tip. I think I put the tools in here. I guess it's not really a tip, but just what I do is if I'm trading seats, I'll just trade them 1 for 1. So you don't have seats laying all over the yard. Plus you get a little bit of mechanics XP doing it. So we'll pull the driver's seat out. And we'll take the best one for the driver, so we'll do this one. Oh, I forgot. Sport seats, you have to be level 2 mechanic. Otherwise you can damage it. Let's drop this. How far are we from level 2? Quite a ways. I really don't want to wreck the seats. We might have to wait a little longer. Let's see, we do tires though. See if we can get to level 2 doing the other work. Probably not, but that's okay. We'll get as far as we can. I don't think I have outdoorsmen, so I got to be careful. It's already pumped up. That's a performance tire. Hopefully they're all performance. Do I not have a tire on me? Where'd it go? Oh, it's broken. That's right. I didn't notice that. Okay. This car is going to be so pretty when it's done. I bet it sounds awesome too. Get these busted tires off of here. 3 of the tires were 0%, and the 4th one was 1%.
Perfect. You only need to get one good one. 1%'s better than 0.
Alright, I better go dry off. We gonna get sick. Nice.
That for you.
Wonder if it works for the other person. That would be cool.
Want to have a poncho or something?
Yeah, I should have someone somewhere. We'll leave.
People to not have a poncho.
We'll leave the wet bath towel on the floor in the bathroom. Perfect.
It's gonna get moldy that way.
Poncho. Do I have a poncho? Swimsuit would work, right?
Should.
I wonder if a hazmat suit. Oh, there's a hole in it. Never mind.
Duct tape.
There we go. Yellow poncho. So pretty. You hood up. All right. So loud. Maybe I should turn that down. Let's see. Options. Audio. Yeah, the ambient volume's pretty high. I don't usually turn it down though because I'm afraid I won't hear zombies. I'll turn it down just a little bit. We're down 3 notches. That did absolutely nothing. Okay. So you can do the total sound. Hmm. Still loud as hell. Alright. Yeah, let's try it. Let me take the poncho off. So I'm not wet right now. That's as close as I can stand to. Oh, there you go. Stop moving. Thanks for helping. You're gonna have to follow awfully close. Was that Mary Poppins with the umbrella? No, that's just Wooten. Wooten Poppins. Huh? That's right. Do you have a spoonful of sugar? Well, I'm not getting damp yet, so I guess it's working. Oh, there it goes. Nope, your umbrella is useless to me. Big old fat rain coming in sideways. Alright. I'll zoom out. It's a little less noisy. Only barely.
Mechanic points for holding the flashlight?
No XP for holding the flashlight. Sorry. Alright, before I pull that 24% tire off of the other car, I'm gonna go see if we have any in the trailer, because I would hate to put that on there. Unless I have to. Heavy duty. Hmm. 24% it is. I don't think we can repair tires, but I'll check. Doesn't look like it. Well, at least they're all performance tires anyway. Alright, so at least we got the tires swapped out. Let's move these. I'll go put them over by the metal, or in the metal bench, and scrap them. Scrap those later. Why am I still getting wet? What the hell's happening? Guess we'll put our rain boots on.
Just from sweating, maybe?
I don't know. I don't think they get my shoes wet. Maybe.
You got sweaty feet?
Sweaty foot syndrome. What else? Everything else appears to be dry. Who put this wet bath towel on the floor? All right. Well, we still have a little ways to go on the car, obviously. But I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours, so I think I'm going to stop right here. I'll put the seat in the trunk, I guess. It won't fit. You have a great night too, Slater. This rain is miserable. All right, so tomorrow's Monday. I should be streaming Gunslinger tomorrow. Never know. Always use this as a backup in case the day doesn't go quite as planned. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll get that car up and running soon. Get my skills leveled a little bit. And try to decide what we're going to do next. We're going to roam the countryside to wreak havoc and avoid law enforcement, or are we going to hide out? Still trying to decide that. If you've been following the Gunslinger series, you know it was pretty rough last episode. Roland got into a little bit of trouble, but we're still alive, so see how it goes. Hopefully we don't get infected, but definitely check that out if you haven't yet. Other than that, and everyone enjoy, if you still have any weekend left, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you off and on throughout the week. Have a great one, everybody. Apologies, Jacksepticeye. I'm sorry I ran out of time today. I'll be sure to get him on the show soon. All you take care. Bye.